Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about turning your personal home into a profitable rental property. So maybe you're moving somewhere within the city or even to a different city. Maybe you're looking for a lower cost of living, but you want to keep the current house that you have. So renting it out can be a great way to generate income while keeping that home. Now, I've done this several times when I've moved to a new home. Now, I moved in the same city and I kept my old home and I rented it out. Now, going through this process myself, I've learned a few things, and here I want to share with you and to maybe help you with renting out your old home that you used to live in once you move to a new home. Okay, so step one, you're going to have to do a minor facelift, or you're going to have to update some things in the current house that you live in before you rent it out and move to the new house. So tenants really want a move-in ready space, especially if you live in a really good area. So you have to make sure the home is looking really good. Now, you don't have to do really crazy updates, but you do have to do some. One of the things I like to do is flooring, right? So consider replacing the old carpet or the worn out tiles. Now, I like to use vinyl plank and lay vinyl plank all over the housing unit, whether it's in the bathroom or kitchen or anywhere, even in the bedrooms. So I just rehabbed a home. We took all the carpet out. It was crappy, smelled gross. We put in the vinyl planks. Easy to maintain, and they're very durable. Okay, the next easiest thing to do is painting. So when I have tenants move out, or we rehab a house, or I'm flipping or whatever, you just put a fresh coat of paint on it. You want neutral colors. This can do wonders for the home. Now you can do it yourself or you can hire a professional. Cost estimates, like if you do it yourself, it's like $500 for paint and brushes. Professional can be anywhere from $1,500 on up to $3,000, $4,000. Next, lighting. So you want to update fixtures and consider recessed lighting for a modern feel. Cost estimate if you're doing it yourself, $600. So lighting's an easy thing to fix and replace. Okay, next up is you want to do deep cleaning. So you're going to have maybe a professional come in and do a deep clean, or if you want to do a deep clean, you can do it yourself, save you some money. So you got to scrub the baseboards, you got to get the toilets really clean, have really nice looking appliances, do touch-up paint. You want them to look really nice. Okay, so step two, you're going to do long-term rental. Do you want to furnish it or have it unfurnished? So you need to decide on what type of rental. Usually I do unfurnished. I supply stove and refrigerator, but that's it. So in a long-term rental, tenants sign usually a 12-month lease. They usually furnish it themselves and they pay utilities, and that's going to be great income. Fully furnished rentals, it's kind of like a hotel stay, but usually those people don't stay as long. I provide, or you provide, the furniture, utilities, etc. I personally don't do that option. I usually just have the tenant move in and they supply all the furnished stuff like the furniture and everything, and I just supply, like I said, the stove and refrigerator. Now, step three, this is something people forget about, is you need to update your insurance. So once you move, you can't just use standard homeowners insurance, right? It just won't cover the rental property. So make sure you contact your insurance agent, whoever that is. If you need to switch insurance agents, some places don't cover rentals. So I use State Farm. They do a very great job for me and they're reasonable costs. And then you can shop around for the best rates. I mean, I've shopped around, so maybe you can't have State Farm in your area, but I would check that out. And then don't wait until after listing your property. Make sure you get this stuff all taken care of. So step four is one of those things people talk about all the time, whether they're going to self-manage or they're going to hire a property manager. I personally self-manage. As I get older, though, sooner or later, I'll probably going to hire a property manager, but currently I self-manage. And if you're starting out and you only have one, I would definitely self-manage. Don't hire a management company. Now, with that, you have more control over your decisions. So tenant selection, repairs, if you manage it yourself. You're going to save money on property management fees, so you don't have to pay them. You're doing it yourself. Now, the other self-management cons are, it's going to be time consuming. So you got to screen tenants, you got to handle the repairs, even if you hire people to do it, you got to go collect rent. Whereas if you had a management company, they would take care of all that. It can be stressful if you're new to it, especially if you don't have the experience. Now, if you do hire a property manager, then some of the good things about that is it's going to save you time. They handle everything. They have experience and they have an established system in place for making it really a lot more smoother operation. And then some of the things that are not good about property management is the cost, right? Typically 8 to 10% of gross monthly rent they'll charge you. Then you have less control over the process, like tenants and who they have to fix the property and things like that. Now, step 5, you want to get your bookkeeping in order. Solid record keeping is crucial for maximizing profits and avoiding legal trouble. I've used a CPA ever since I started my real estate company. There are a lot of tax laws, so I really advise you to get a professional. And then you also want to consider asset protection. So you want to try to move all your property into an LLC or trust to shield you or your personal assets from lawsuits. Now, I also have an umbrella insurance with State Farm, which gives me more protection if I'm sued with all my rental properties and my personal property. You want to track all your expenses related to the property. So any kind of repairs, like when I do repairs on all my properties, I keep all the receipts. And we just spent $13,000 on rehabbing one of our rentals to get it ready to re-rent. Then you've got to, make sure you track all your mortgage interest. Usually the mortgage company sends you interest statements you need to provide to your CPA, insurance costs, property taxes, and utilities, everything that you've paid on, even travel for maintenance. So you can write off any of those mileage that you use when you travel down to the property to do maintenance. So you can write off all that stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not a tax advisor, so I would definitely consult a CPA for personalized tax advice. Then you've got step 6, the financial rewards, right? Rental income can cover expenses and generate additional income. That is what you want. That is the key, right? Make sure you have the cash flow that you need to cover all repairs, vacancies, mortgage, everything. You don't want to be dipping in your pocket every month to cover expenses. And then the long-term benefits are really property appreciation. Your property value should increase over time. I've had all my properties appreciate, some of them faster, some of them slower. If you just look at one of my properties recently, I bought it 13, 14 years ago for $30,000, and now it's well worth over 160. And the property is currently paid off. So we are cash flowing on that property a lot and doing really well. And then you have depreciation, right? You can deduct a portion of the property's value from your taxes every year. Now, hey, I know that was pretty short and sweet, but if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe for more videos on wealth building, real estate, and investing, and making money online. And let us know your thoughts in the comments section.